What is going on YouTube, everybody out there watching? This is the Celebrity Ring coming at you all again with another wild celeb update this week again like usual. In today's exclusive video, we're going to be dropping how Olivia Rodrigo is potentially going to become the #1 artist in the world very soon, along with all the details too. It's gonna be pretty hype, so before we get started, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel too, and without any more interruptions, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. The past couple of years have really shown us all how much quicker it is to really become a viral sensation in just a matter of months rather than years for someone to reach total stardom. With the help of social media, before things can be shared around insanely fast, more so than ever, especially with the addition of TikTok. But of course we know that every outlet into the internet or TV is going to be a surefire way to get started on making it big in the future. So how fast can one really blow up before it breaks another record in viral history? Which is where we get to no one else but Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Isabel Rodrigo, for those of you who may not have heard any of the recent news lately, is an American singer, songwriter, and actress best known for her biggest role on the Disney Channel, Paige Olivera from the series Bizaardvark. Despite her hit popularity achieved through her acting, she recently broke the viral boundaries with her hit single Driver's License. It's important to note that she had decided to stylize the titles of her songs in all lowercase letters. Being recognized as a huge Taylor Swift fan according to her own audience, she listened to her as an inspiration from an extremely young age. Rodrigo has been singing as long as she can remember, back when she lived and grew up in Temecula, California, belting out numerous crushes of songs such as The White Stripes, Seven Nation Army, and similar songs of that genre were all introduced to her by her mother, who is a school teacher and obviously an alternative rock fan. She started many vocal lessons in kindergarten, and by the age of roughly 8, she turned into a talent show regular. She could flawlessly master any type of song she needed to sing, and it was clear to all of her peers and mentors at the time too. She says her inspiration for a lot of the lyrics written were inspired by songs shown to her, especially with Driver's License. This hugely popular song she had put out is definitely a hard act to follow in the space of that industry, since it is a song and vibe that has really clicked with a huge number of people right off the bat. She also has released another single called Sour that's had the same effect across her fan base. The two singles she released in the lead up of her debut album of the same name almost seamlessly sipped into many unexpected genres to people's surprise. Being up there among great vocalists out there comparable to Billie Eilish and the like, the songs she has released so far have some of the most melodic tones and choruses used that can't be sized up to most of the other generic stuff we hear on the radio currently. Not only are people hypnotized by the most impressive notes that she can hit every time, but also just her amazing songwriting as well. Her lyricism is seriously impressive for an 18-year-old, and she has reached her level of fame already. The doubters across the internet don't hesitate to voice their opinion on her abilities, claiming she has a plethora of ghostwriters making her songs, for which is actually quite the standard in the industry, especially with newer artists. Some people have even gone further to say that she uses heavy auto-tune and whatnot, which is pretty ridiculous in its own right. Virtually every single studio recorded artist uses some sort of pitch correction and other voice editing techniques to ensure the recording sounds perfect to be played back on streaming devices, the radio, and more. It doesn't make any sense to single out this one girl for doing that, especially since it's pretty obvious she's just insanely good at singing anyway, and it's not like she's trying to hide it. It's definitely not that hard to tell when you hear any of her more acoustic samples though that she is really a talented singer even without the aid. It doesn't seem like the haters are gonna stop there though, as many people across Twitter and Reddit have stressed that Olivia is nothing more than an industry plant. With the insane amount of influence out there solely reserved for music artists and performers, it basically serves as a stage for some individuals to really put on a show and do anything for success. To get posted into this position, it usually starts out at record label companies venturing out for new talent to sign with them. Today, where the internet is the most abundant it has ever been in history, strong and unique talent are seen everywhere on social media. And there's a clear and distinct line of kid going viral for singing a cover of a song to an established music celebrity putting out another album that sounds the same as the last one. It seems as though society puts an incredible standard and position of praise to artists in the music industry, and managers and record labels use an easy trick to gather an audience fast for an individual that they've signed with. We call these industry plants, and it's seen very prevalently, especially in the hip-hop section of the musical market, along with spanning every other region of the pop genre as well. The The common definition of an industry plant is an artist who has a major or indie label backing their movement, but presents themselves as a homegrown startup label to create a pseudo-organic following. Industry influence makes it very hard to distinguish true homebred artists who work for their positions to people who barely give in any effort at all with their talent and label themselves as a false origin towards the public. We won't say that these artists are to blame necessarily, but rather they're label companies who usually make the most of those decisions for them. Yet again, however, there is no hard evidence for this to be specifically targeted at Olivia, not until more information about her is known, which honestly shouldn't be too long considering her insane popularity. People will probably be getting all into her personal life, which probably isn't healthy for her if we're honest, but we'll leave that for another video. It's just too early to already be throwing shade at her if you simply don't like what she puts out. That's okay, but just don't go harass her if you don't like it, as simple as that. But of course, all this is pretty standard with any musician nowadays in the way social media tends to handle it, but it's also the exact same thing that fuels their success. The next phase in all this hype news is speculating on who she could possibly collaborate with in the near future. And even mentioning that really excites the mind, thinking about the huge amount of people tuning in through Spotify, Apple Music, and all other streaming platforms for that massive occasion. This is surely going to be just one small factor that will launch her early career even further than she already's made it. Again, not many people of her age, but only a few years ago could ever achieve of doing such stardom so quickly. Especially social media and the internet have helped her, and it definitely has developed as far as the internet goes. The plentiful interviews she has already makes it evident she is much more prepared than other girls her age that entered this type of industry, solidifying the fact that she is a perfect choice for someone to be the new #1 in the world as an upcoming artist for that reason. We'll just have to wait and see what Olivia can innovate next with her insane musical talent and any other future projects she's planned for later this year. But go ahead and let us know what you guys think about Olivia's potential road to fame down in the comments below. I am absolutely ecstatic for Olivia Rodrigo and her team that they've been able to release her debut album, Sour. It's got all those awesome singles in it, and I've seen where Good For You, the song, has reached the top of the Billboard list, so that's super awesome, and there's no telling, it's probably gonna go multi-platinum just within a matter of a month or so. That's how good this album is, and honestly, the people are gonna recognize it, and she's gonna get rewarded for it. I'm so happy to see Olivia be so successful, but let us know what you guys think of her album down in the comments below. Have you listened to it? And if so, what's your favorite song? Definitely Good For You and Driver's License are all good songs, but if there is one that's not so known, make sure you tell us about that as well. But thank you all so much for checking us out today. If you guys did enjoy what you saw, make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already for more amazing celebrity updates like this again. You can also tap that notification bell icon as well to not miss out on any future uploads that we post either. This is the Celebrity Ring signing off for now, but we'll definitely catch you all in the next one. Peace.